Welcome to our deep dive into the world of green energy. This video, unpacking the myths and realities of green energy, strips away the fiction often surrounding renewable energy sources and brings forward the unvarnished truth. From tackling misconceptions about cost and effectiveness, to exploring its actual impact on jobs and the environment, we're here to clear up any confusion. Let's start this enlightening journey into the heart of green energy's myths and realities. Stay tuned. 1. Myths about inconsistency in green energy. One prevalent myth surrounding green energy is its inconsistency, particularly regarding renewable sources like solar and wind. Critics often highlight the irregular distribution of sunlight and wind, which can affect energy supply. However, recent advancements in technology are quickly addressing these concerns. Developments in battery storage allow us to store solar or wind energy for later use, balancing the supply-demand equation. Additionally, modern grid management strategies integrate these renewables into existing power systems efficiently. Complementary sources, such as hydropower, help in stabilizing energy supply, making the myth of inconsistency increasingly outdated. 2. Facing the reality of high initial costs. While green energy offers many benefits, its initial costs can be a barrier for adoption. Building a solar farm or setting up wind turbines involves significant upfront investments. These costs include not just the technology itself but also the labor and expertise required for installation. However, the narrative doesn't end here. Once the infrastructure is up and running, operational costs dramatically drop. Renewable energy facilities don't require costly fuels like coal or gas to operate. Therefore, while the initial financial outlay may be high, the long-term savings and environmental benefits make the investment worthwhile. 3. Debunking the myth that green energy can't meet global demands. Critics often claim that green energy technologies can't support global energy needs, but evidence suggests otherwise. In reality, with proper investment in infrastructure and continuous technological innovation, renewable energy can indeed power the world. Research and models depict scenarios where green energy meets global demands by 2050. The key lies in committing to sustainable infrastructure development. As more countries invest in green solutions, the collective capacity to meet energy demands increases, proving that with the right tools and strategies, this myth doesn't hold ground. 4. The reality of mining and environmental impact. Green energy production isn't without challenges. For instance, the production of solar panels and wind turbines involves mining rare earth minerals like lithium and cobalt. This mining has environmental and ethical challenges of its own. While these processes release far fewer emissions than fossil fuel extraction, they aren't entirely benign. The mining industry can disrupt local ecosystems and community health. It is essential to address these issues and develop more sustainable extraction methods, thereby minimizing the darker footprint of green technologies. 5. Myth of job losses and the reality of job creation. There's a perpetual myth that transitioning to green energy leads to job losses. While fossil fuel industries may see a decline, the renewable sector offers vast job opportunities. As the world embraces green technology, new roles in manufacturing, installation, and maintenance emerge. For every job potentially lost in fossil fuels, one could argue that multiple new ones arise in renewables. Countries embracing the shift witness job market growth in sectors that didn't exist before, offsetting the fears of unemployment rises. 6. Emphasizing the reality. Energy storage solutions. When debating the viability of green energy, energy storage emerges as a critical component. To address the inherent variability of solar and wind energy, efficient storage solutions like advanced batteries or hydrogen technology are indispensable. Energy storage allows us to preserve power generated during peak production times for use during shortages. This strategic storage facilitates uninterrupted energy supply round the clock, ensuring that we can address energy demands even when natural conditions are less favorable. 7. Myth that green energy is expensive. Some believe that green energy is more expensive than traditional fossil fuels, but trends point otherwise. Technological advancements and mass production have dramatically reduced the costs associated with renewable energy technologies. In many regions, solar and wind energy are becoming cost competitive with, or even cheaper than, traditional coal and gas. This changing dynamic dispels the perception of higher costs and promotes an inviting economic opportunity for both individuals and industries inclined towards cleaner energy. 8. The reality of policy support for transition. The transition to green energy doesn't occur in a vacuum. It relies significantly on robust policy frameworks, government support, and incentives to drive its adoption. Subsidies and tax breaks make green energy installations more attractive and financially feasible for individuals and businesses alike. Government policies that encourage renewable energy can jumpstart a market transition, sparking large-scale change. Thus, public sector involvement is crucial to make green energy a cornerstone of our future power grid. 9. Myth. Exclusivity to developed nations. Another myth faces increasing debunking. Green energy is not exclusive to wealthy, developed nations. Developing countries are also rapidly integrating green solutions, often bypassing the fossil fuel phase. With technological adaptability and cost-effective solutions available, such as microgrids or decentralized solar systems, these nations find efficient and sustainable ways to meet energy demands. By adopting green energy, they pave the way for eco-friendly development, demonstrating that green technology is both universal and transitional. By examining the myths and realities tied to green energy, we gain a nuanced understanding of its prospects. As society leans towards renewable power, discerning facts from fiction becomes needed, encouraging informed energy decisions for a sustainable tomorrow.